Welcome everybody to another one of our streams right here on our family Twitch channel, FischerMTG. Today I am here with my grandmother and my dad takes the back seat.
Hello.
You all know him. He's not important.
Very funny, huh, Dana?
Yeah. A lot of this stream is just me teasing him and he teasing me back.
Good.
And sometimes chat is on my side, sometimes chat is on his side.
Well, you both love teasing each other, so that's perfect.
Yeah. My grandmother, she knows nothing about this, so I'm showing this all to her for
Literally
the first
nothing.
time. Yeah, she's like, wait, what's this? What's this?
And it'll take a few minutes, but if you look up there, you'll see what people type.
Oh my god.
So those are
I
people
won't be
live
able to
watching
read that.
and who are going to type.
Well, my dad reads them out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
so.
read them out too.
Yeah, I can't play in any of the online tournaments.
Yeah, Alice says...
How old do you have to be?
18.
18.
I'm
the
not
online stuff.
close to 18.
Yeah. Yeah, Alice says the legacy deck they're working on is about $5,000. Yeah, that sounds about right for a legacy deck.
Wow.
This is
Oh,
much
that's a good
better.
hand.
Plus, it was already a mulligan.
So let's try this. Do you think we could explain this to Nana Boots as you're playing?
What does a mulligan mean?
A mulligan means that I have my first 7 hands, or 7 cards in my hand, but I don't like them, so I throw it back, and then I draw a new 7, and then if I decide to keep that, I put pick one of those cards that I choose, and I put it on the bottom of my deck.
And right now, Dana, what did you do first? So you
I played 1 land, because you can only play 1 land a turn, and it'll say land here. And I played a Llanowar Elves. It can tap to add an extra land. But
And
I'm not
basically,
playing a land.
land and mana are like the resources you use to cast the spells.
Yes.
They're the magical energy or mana.
So this one costs 1 green mana. So, and I had 1 green mana.
Now she's playing another land.
And then this costs 1 green mana and 1 mana of any type, and I have 1 green mana, and then this can be any type. And then since this can tap for a mana, I can also play this, which costs 1 green mana.
So Tito says FischerMTG, they did a fun edition called Unhinged. They made an effect to make the game less fun to play. Yes, you haven't actually played much Unhinged, but you've done Unstable.
I've only done Unstable. I wasn't alive with Unhinged.
I know. Well, I think you might have.
Maybe?
Unglued, I don't think you were live. I think Unhinged
I
you
probably
were live.
wasn't alive for Unhinged.
Does anyone know when Unhinged came out, actually? That's a good question for somebody. who
Is
knows.
Unhinged a certain deck?
It's a certain set
Set.
that was released, yeah.
What's the difference between a set and a deck?
A set is when the company releases a whole bunch of cards, usually a few hundred. They're often brand new cards. A deck is when you take like 40 or 60 of those cards. That's something you actually play with.
Okay.
So the set is like a pool of potential cards, and the deck is what you're actually playing with.
And then you create your decks based on the kind of power you want and
Yes.
the kind of...
And
Exactly.
what you want your
Exactly.
deck to be. Like,
And
I want my deck to be about elves. So I just filled my deck with elves.
Yep. And Tito's saying an example, stop that instant, target player discards a card. Gotcha. Whenever an opponent audibly flicks the cards in his or her hand, which you do a lot, Dana, you may say gotcha. If you do, return stop that from your graveyard to your hand. That sounds like an uneffect, doesn't it?
Oh my god, yes. Because the un is like kind of making fun of magic.
Oh, Alice says, Dana, do you want to face me so we can show Nana Fischer what control is? That's an idea, actually,
I hate
Dana.
control though.
What do you think? Does Marwyn want to attack too, or?
Well, no, I'm
Oh, you're
thinking
doing that
of
so you can
planning.
pump.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that better. See, Dana's paying attention to the game.
Because basically what I can do
Someone
is I
has
can
to.
use this ability, and these 1/1 creatures become 5/5 creatures.
Oh.
Oh, and Glued was before foils.
And my opponent just conceded.
Oh, Unhinged, Alice thinks, was 2007. So that would be before you were born.
That's like when Sadie was born.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Yeah,
it's saying.
it's
Well, it
true.
depends when in 2007.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, Ranger Alpha drafted Unglued.
But-
Well, I didn't get to do that.
Your dad started asking his wife, Rochelle, when he could start teaching you and Sadie
Yes.
magic before either of you was born. And he wanted to start teaching you at like 2.5.
So, what So what Dagan Dangerous points out says, "Welp, Sadie was born the same year Adam went unhinged. Makes sense."
Yes, it does.
The teacher said, "I'm from 1986." Okay, it's a little bit before Dana. So, what do you think? Do you want to do a special control against?
Fine.
Oh, Alice, Dana is taking you up on that.
So this is where you have your friends list. So I have 116 friends on here. I don't actually know all these people,
A lot
but
of them
for
from events and all that.
For events, it's easier to just friend them and then do a direct challenge. So you can direct challenge people. So the orange people are who are online. This is where I can message someone, and this is where I can like direct challenge, and you can like select what you want to challenge them in.
And then, so Alice, Dana is. Oh, do one more match first. Alice says, so they can put food in the oven. All right. Thank you, Alice. Then we'll show Nana Boots the type of deck you hate. Control decks.
It is my
She's not amused.
No, she's not amused.
It basically, when I like do something, they have a lot of things that say, nope, you can't do that. Or when I have a bunch of like these creatures to like be attacking and doing a lot of stuff, they basically get rid of all of them with one card.
And Day just points out that there was this Chaos Orb knockoff, and there was the Blacker Lotus. I think the Chaos Orb knockoff, you literally were supposed to like tear up the card and like sprinkle it on other cards to destroy them or something like that. It was crazy.
But what about the poor cards?
I know. Oh, Long John says, by the way, hi Nana, welcome to the stream. Thank you, Long John. And then, yes, you remove the pieces from the game. And Dagan Dangerous says, when I play against control players, I cook, but I don't have to tell them to pause. Yes, because control takes a while.
Yeah.
Tito says the Pointy Finger of Doom from Unhinged as well. Spin Pointy Finger of Doom in the middle of the table so it rotates completely at least once. Then destroy the closest permanent the finger points to. Ah. It affects all the rooms, even
finger?
other person's plane, in other matches.
God.
Wow. That's nuts. Oh, SJS! Thank you, SJS, for the subscription.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yes, you see that little pop-up that happened right there? That little Dana token there?
Oh.
That happens when somebody subscribes or does some other things. SJS has been subscribing for 9 months. Thank you, SJS.
Yes,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you
It's been
very
good having
much.
you. Subscription is when people actually pay per month to kind of support the stream.
Wow.
And half of it goes to Twitch and half of it goes to us.
Yes.
Nice.
And SJS says hello, Fishers. Hello, SJS. We're here with Dana's grandmother, my mother. Imagine a tournament with those. Actually, you're going to some type of an right, Dana? We're doing an unstable tournament of a sort?
An unstable tournament on next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday. Yes, says you're welcome. Well, thank you. Dagan Dangerous, Chaos Confetti, and Blacker Lotus. Dexterity cards that also require card destruction. Better mechanic than banding, at least. Oh, I hate banding. And the art of the mana was insanely well done. Oh, yeah. The lands and the unsets, these are like the joke sets, essentially, are like insanely well done.
Oh my god.
I
Yes.
love
Love
looking
those
at the
lands.
pictures.
Actually, Dagan
Oh,
Dangerous,
that's Sadie's
in this
favorite
event,
part, and she judges the
Which
pictures.
is Sadie's favorite card?
the
Looking
pictures-
at the pictures, and then she like judges the pictures.
Yeah, that's about where I would be too.
And yeah, in this event on Sunday, you do get to keep the lands. Interestingly enough, not the other cards. The store manager who's organizing the event wants to keep all the other cards. But everyone who attends gets to keep the land, which is kind of the coolest part.
Yeah, the lands are like really, really pretty.
Yeah. Alice is building a banding deck as a judge to build what we hate. Yeah, Blacker Lotus. I forget what that does exactly, Tito, but there is an unhinged version of Black Lotus.
Really?
Oh, that was kind of a
You
rip.
said the lands were pretty, but this doesn't look all, well, that's
No, these are not the unlands that we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Oh.
These are not the specific lands.
I will-
These are also lands that I like a
I'll
lot.
find a picture and show you what we're talking about.
I'm pretty sure I'm about to win.
Good, I like it when you win. Oh, I like that.
This one?
Uh-huh.
Wait, this is much easier. I'll attack except for you.
Do you like playing online better than in person?
There's a lot of effects that are different. Like here, it's much harder to like miss something
That's an example.
or something like that, and you can like have like special arts that move. But then in person, you get to actually see with people.
So
is
Andy
nice.
Man says, "Are you going to vlog it Sunday?" Oh, that's an interesting idea.
That is.
Do you think you might want to?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. SPS says the company that makes this game has to, by far, commission more fantasy artwork each year than any other company. Yeah, I believe that.
What it does, Morty?
The company that makes this Wizards commissions probably more fantasy artwork than like any other company for any other purpose. Yeah, I believe that.
I believe it too.
Yeah. 6 mana, Tito said for Black or Lotus.
Now, next time I come over, you can show me that other game that you've been playing.
Yes, TFT. I play it on here sometimes.
Yeah, on stream including as well sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dagan Dangerous says Mark Rosewater mentioned that Christopher Rush, who painted Black Lotus, wanted to do full art lands. When they were talking about Unglued, Mara mentioned the full arts. He got the approval and dashed off to tell Rush about it. Oh, that's cool. Long John remembers when Chaos Orb was really popular. People used to spread their cards as far as possible on the table, or literally tape cards on the wall behind them to keep them from being discarded. I actually remember that too, Long John.
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
play that. I played like a little bit after that, but I heard a lot of stories about that.
I wasn't alive.
No, definitely not.
Oh
Tito says search for Unglued Forest editions. The arts are insane. Yeah, all the unlands are really, really cool.
my god.
Tito says Nana nowadays with the pandemic happens here in Brazil. Online things has appeared, even online university classes. Yeah. Well, you were in school online for a while.
Yeah.
Alice says, Adam, I rebuilt my Marlin of the Morn Song CDH deck and included Helm of Obedience combo. Ooh. Yeah, that's vicious. How's this game going, by the way?
I don't know why it's doing it like that. It had 1 there and 7 there.
Whoa.
Wait.
It doesn't really matter. It's Death Touch, right?
Oh, right. That's why.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter.
I forgot about it.
Sound
Either way,
effects.
Yeah, look at what's going to happen here. Boom.
Wow, death.
Alice says, what's better than no hands, no decks, too? Yes.
Yeah.
Alice likes
And
to
I
play
won.
control decks. The control what the other person's doing. Dana does not like control decks.
No. I like decks that have creatures and they attack.
All right. What do you think of this hand, Dana?
This hand is quite good. If I can get another 1-drop elf, it's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing.
Roy says, I refuse to play Magic against Dana. She is mean, Grandma Fisher.
Mean.
Alice says,
I
my
would-
deck has been
I
changed to
never-
Alchemy. There's no more Historic. Yeah, that's true. Historic definitely got changed by the Alchemy cards. SGS says, knowing ASL and or Spanish are both helpful. Yeah, that is true. Yes. Oh, I see what you mean, Tito, about that. Yeah, that's tricky.
Now,
Oh, PJ's French.
obviously, I don't understand why Dana doesn't like this game and why it's different than other games.
You haven't seen any of it yet.
Okay.
Because they've just played 2 lands.
Right.
When it comes up, let me know.
Okay. Well, you'll see. Basically, they're going to do stuff to destroy Dana's stuff or
Basically.
to counter what Dana's playing.
Destroy Dana.
Destroy Dana's stuff and then
Yeah.
later
Oh,
destroy her
stuff,
eventually.
okay.
But that happens a lot later.
That as soon as it gets to a certain point, the game's gonna go on until they can
So-
find what they need. But I'm not.
So what are your
playing
thoughts?
it,
What,
so-
what are your thoughts on this, Dana? What do you think that they have going on? What do you think?
There's definitely a sweeper. I'm just going to do this, because that way I can have an Archdruid into a Dwynen's Elite, and hopefully eventually get.
And you win
enough
anyway
mana for
without
Realmwalker.
if they don't have a sweeper, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, by a sweeper, she means they will probably cast a spell on their turn that will destroy all the creatures on the board.
Uh-oh.
Which means all of Dana's creatures go away.
Once
Does
they
that
went
mean
on.
the game is over?
No,
No.
but it sets Dana back a lot.
But they are at 4, so if they don't have the sweeper, then they're dead.
Yeah.
And I have this thing, and it's gonna make all my creatures get
Oh my
plus
goodness.
Oh. Okay, so
Oh.
what are you thinking now, Dana?
settle.
What do they have?
There's definitely a settle.
Okay. I think you're probably right. So, what does that mean then? Settle the Wreckage, by the way, is a card that will destroy everything that Dana attacks with.
Aha.
just these, because if they have spot removal, they remove one thing, they're still dead. But and they have settle, they just get rid of Marwyn and 2 tokens.
But is
that I don't
Marwyn?
care about.
Just wondering.
Well, because then I'd have to attack with 2 other. Oh no! Oh yeah, I guess I could do this.
You could do that. They could have 2 spot removals, I guess, but.
But it's unlikely. Yeah.
Yep.
Settle.
So Dana knew what card they had to have. Or you knew what card they had to have in order to survive.
Especially
Otherwise,
because when
it
they
doesn't matter.
scribe, they put 1 to the top.
Oh, Royce
So
is
I
working
knew-
on a deck with all counter spells. SGS says, don't worry, you also get to see your adorable little granddaughter murder her enemies and do so ruthlessly.
I like that.
Does it destroy? Does it doesn't exile? I think it depends on the spell.
Yeah, it
Settle
exiles.
exiles. Settle exiles. Yeah, the sweeper might. No, hold on a second. 440.
I should go.
Okay. Do you want to play that?
No. I'm just gonna end my turn.
I still think they might have a sweeper. Yeah, OG sweepers destroyed with no regeneration. Yeah, there's all the kinds of different types.
Yeah.
Royce says Grandma Fisher is awesome.
Oh,
Thank you, Royce.
you.
Which means nothing to Grandma Fisher. How is
It
Adam so lame?
means a lot to Grandma
Royce says, you're
Fisher.
awesome, how am I so lame? There you go. Royce is on your side there.
Well, I have a daughter.
Mm.
So, I had to have one lame kid, I guess.
All right, what's your plan here, Dana?
There's another settle.
I think there's another settle. I agree with you. Dane Dangerous says Sarah hijacked Royce's account again. You might not be wrong.
Text you, reschedule.
Okay. Now, do you want to do any more, or what do you think here?
No, because if they get rid of something, I can Coco, and it's likely that I can get a Lord, which basically pumps up all my creatures.
Okay.
So if they have spot removal,
Okay.
or if they have settled, they just go to Realmwalker and that's settle.
Okay. So Dana's playing around kind of what cards she thinks her opponent has.
Huh.
SGS says clearly it skips a generation. Oh, Dana did just ask about Cardboard Live.
Oh yeah.
I think that might be have fallen asleep again.
Well, my computer restarted.
Oh, that's probably why.
And pass turn.
Yeah. So see, Dana has all this power, but her opponent just keeps like stopping her from doing stuff.
Like I have a 12-12, a 4-4, 4 3-3s, and another 4-4.
Well, that sounds like it's more interesting than not.
Yes, but now like it's wondering if they're going to have something that is a true sweeper that just kills everything.
I don't know.
But you're kind of prepared if they do.
I think Dana's gonna win, actually. Poor Alice.
It could be.
It could, because they might not have an actual sweeper.
They might have just infinite settles.
They can only have 4.
I know.
Now,
Close to infinite.
can the other person see
Uh-oh.
all the ones
They do
you
have a
have
sweeper.
up here?
What?
When the other person is playing you, can they see what your cards are?
No.
No,
Well,
they
they
can't see these cards.
So what do you want to do here, Dana?
Well, I already have the mana for Coco.
Oh, so just let it happen and then you
Yeah.
can just Coco? Okay.
Because the settles give me 8 land.
That's true. You have lots of mana.
Oh, well, this is something.
Okay.
I think I do these and then I just huff.
Okay.
Well, I don't
So they
need to huff.
so they did
but-
something that destroyed all creatures, but Dana has enough mana and held stuff back in hand.
Got it.
That
This is a good way.
Understand what
Yeah.
you said.
But watch this. This card makes everything really big. So
Which
watch
card?
The Craterhoof
This
Behemoth.
one.
So watch how low she
Oh!
her opponent.
Yeah, it gave all my creatures +5/+5.
Nice.
So the main thing is +5. And
Alice
Oh,
says
and
good
you
game.
won the game.
Slightly too slow
Yeah.
of a start. Okay. That was a good demonstration though, Alice.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Alice.
Yeah.
I have to take off now because my dog gets hungry around 5:30, so I'm going to take off, but I really enjoyed streaming with you guys. I may sneak in another time just for fun. This was great.
Now you know.
Yeah.
And I got to
We
meet all
stream-
these great people.
Yeah.